G'day guys, Greg again from Beach City live stream on Facebook at Myriad 2018. Thank you to Everledger and Invest Sunshine Coast for having us here. I am lucky enough to talk to Jackson from the Sunshine Coast Council about his experience at Myriad so far. Jackson, how's it going?
G'day. What a great experience it's been so far.
Dude, it's electric here, you know. It was someone described it as like a music festival, and it kind of makes sense, you know, a lot of rock stars walking around.
For sure. There's some big hitters here, a lot of educators, a lot of really inspiring people with some great stories, and it's just seeing them being in that environment is just it adds energy and inspiration for sure.
Electrifying. So far, what have you been up to? What have you seen here? You know?
Yeah, well, I've just been floating around. I'm obviously with the Sunshine Coast Council, so we have a booth in the garage with 25 startups here from our region. Really exciting, and that's obviously our main focus. But also, it's a really good learning experience for us. So we've got a few staff members here, and we're floating around, networking, going to as many sessions as possible.
Yeah,
we went to a Future Cities session today.
Fantastic.
Really relevant for us.
Of course.
A lot of smart innovations around infrastructure and transport.
Yeah. So with some of these like 25 startups, all based in the sunny coast, so you guys representing them here, trying to help them sort of network and collaborate, find investors, or what's the game plan with some of these?
For sure. I guess as local government, we're kind of trying to create an ecosystem. So the role of council is obviously to facilitate those ties between business, students, entrepreneurs. And obviously government themselves. So we're trying to create that ecosystem whereby everyone's talking to each other in the local region, and everyone is on the same playing field. So educators and regulators and business and talent, most importantly, are all on the same page and working as one. So for us, we have some representatives down here that are trying to help raise the profile of the whole region. And we're really trying to ensure that a lot of our businesses are, able to make these connections that, aren't available locally. Yeah. So, for instance, my boss was on the Myriad Air flight, and we had a pre-Myriad VIP event on the coast, which was fantastic. And that meant that, we met a really prominent VC. I'm not going to name names, but...
No, it's okay, a little hush-hush.
Yeah, and it was a really genuine experience. He's obviously, very well versed in this space, a lot of money playing, moving around. So we hooked up about, 10 of our local businesses with him.
Fantastic, yeah.
And, you might not get multi-million-dollar deals, but having that first-class pitching experience with the questions firing fast and, ensuring that business can have that experience talking with a really legit investor gives the confidence to say, you know what, I've done that experience, I'm going to learn from it, and even though I didn't get a deal, maybe they did get a deal, I don't know, is a positive thing. Yeah. So that's our job, is to make those connections.
Maybe could you tell us a little bit about the breakdown of some of all these 25 startups? What are their backgrounds, regions?
Sure.
I know there's a lot to talk about. But,
so obviously the Sunshine Coast region represents two local government areas, so the Sunshine Coast Council and the Noosa Council. I can't take favourites or promote one over the other too much, but there's one in particular called, what's it called? It's called Near Field Creative.
Near Field Creative, fantastic.
And what they do is they take near field communication technology, so the wearable chips, the tech that communicate with smartphones, and embed it into clothing.
Yeah, I think we've actually interviewed with them.
Oh, really? Yeah, Duncan.
Yes.
Really cool guy, and really pushing the boundaries for that tech at a local level. And we think, it's a game changer for us because we have a lot of tourism players locally, and a pretty vibrant local music scene.
Huge.
And for things like band merch, event merch, and those kinds of things, means that people can really insert this unique technology into this apparel, and it's one of a kind, really. Yeah, so that's something that's caught my eye, at least.
Yeah, of course. All right, well, thank you so much, Sam, for talking with Jackson, for talking with us again today, dude. This is Myriad 2018. We're here amongst it. Things are going off. People are electric. Thank you again to Everledger and Invest Sunshine Coast, Close to Heart, for supporting us and letting us be here. If you have any questions for the Sunshine Coast Council, feel free to comment. I'm sure you guys can jump on our Facebook and answer any questions or comments, or any information on our local sunny coast 25 startups.
We're a vibrant local region, always looking for investor partners and more businesses to come to the area. We have Australia's first greenfield smart city development, which is taking off slowly but surely, but it's an exciting time for us, and we're so happy to be here.
Great. Thank you, Jackson, and thank you guys for tuning in, and we'll see you again shortly.
Thanks, guys.